So earlier today, I posted a TikTok video talking about the new moon, and for my YouTube, I wanted to expand on that. And I'm going to make most of these videos for my Patreon members on Miss Micah first, and then I can open them up to the public. Not all of them, though. Patreon members should get some exclusive content that no one else sees. So, on that note, I wanted to talk more about the importance of the new moon energy, and it's March 11th, which means it's a one day because it's 2021. So it's a good time for new beginnings. And because of the new moon, it also is about new beginnings. And with this Pisces energy coming in, there's a lot of creativity and a lot of love, opening up your heart. And Pisces embodies all the other signs. So it's a very spiritual, almost transcendent sign. So when we tap into this energy, we may get dreams. Our dreams would be more enhanced. We may feel astral traveling, different, being aware of maybe other dimensions. Things may seem a little more surreal right now. Glitches in the matrix might be more obvious. And working with new moon energy, it's actually very potent 2 days prior and 2 days after as well. And some people believe that the new moon energy is even more powerful for manifesting than the full moon, because with the new moon, it is about beginnings, intentions, setting goals. And it helps you kind of, because new moon is a feminine phase, a full moon is masculine phase, but the moon overall is feminine energy. So that's why the 2 days prior to the new moon are good for releasing, letting go what didn't work this last month, what have you learned isn't working at all, and you can make adjustments accordingly. So that way, on the new moon, you have a clear idea of what intentions to set. And then the 2 days after the new moon, you can really start pinpointing how to get those goals, how to make them real, whether you're manifesting or setting intentions or making a new goal. How can you do that in practical terms so that the month will be fortuitous for you? So I pulled, and you probably saw, if you saw my TikTok, from the Rumi Oracle deck, and I only pulled one for today. And I pulled Blood Angel, which was interesting because this is supposed to be artwork with the moon here, reminding us that the moon energy illuminates the back of our heart, and sun energy strengthens and protects the front of our heart. And the whole point of this card is to essentially feel the vitality within us. And if we've had low energy, then we're going to start getting that back, which is kind of apropos since spring is coming. And with spring, new life kind of bounces forth. The days are getting longer, the sun is out longer, and that does attribute to more energy. So it kind of tracks, right? In practical ways, in practical terms. But this is also inviting us to, this card is inviting us to not ponder our limitations, but instead look at creative ways to look at our own vitality. What has gotten us this far? So maybe reflection and gratitude are good themes right now. Reflect on everything we've been capable of, what our body has done, what life force is in our blood, because even Christians, I shouldn't say even, but Christians, in Christianity, the blood of Christ is a serious thing. Blood is very sacred. And I thought of that when I pulled this card, as I was raised a Christian. And I thought about how our entire life force is in our blood. So maybe a body meditation, maybe in the evening or something where you kind of tune in to the pulsation of your heart and feel the blood move and tap into that energy in a maybe intellectual and spiritual sense, and kind of tie your physical body with those other things. And when you do that, maybe say a prayer or another thing anything that's a ritual around gratitude, being thankful for a protective cloak that surrounds you, so that as you get closer to the new moon and think about what endeavors you want to approach for this next month and this next astrological year, since Pisces is finalizing this last astrological year that began the end of March of 2020, and we all know how that astrological year went. So now that we have a little bit of hope, might be an extreme word, but we can see cautiously optimistic regarding the situation that we are leaving 2020 with. How can we make 2021 a little bit different? What can we do to inspire and motivate others? What can we do to build communities? What creative approaches can we take? This is the time to dream big, romanticize everything, no matter how extraordinary it may seem. Write it down, set intentions, really feel it and ponder it, so that by the time the new moon comes, you are really clear on what it is you want. Do a rough draft of maybe a list of things you'd want to put on a vision board, what you want to accomplish by the end of the year, anything like that. And then fine tune it tomorrow, and then by the new moon make a finalized list. And then the 2 days after, maybe make little detailed lists of what you can do to get closer to meeting those goals or intentions. Because taking practical steps and remaining grounded is always still important, because all the elements work together. Sometimes the elements are just stronger in one area than another. So because Pisces is so strong right now, water element is strong. So working with water or using water for cleansing, soaking in the bath, visiting bodies of water, all can be really inspiring. And if you don't want to take a bath or you're not around water, you can even do little things like when you stir your coffee or tea in the morning, you can be meditative about it and think about everything that goes into just making that drink for you. When you're washing dishes or taking a shower, imagine purifying everything and cleansing away the day's negativity, anything unhealthy within or without, anything that might be attached to you from someone else or from a circumstance, and just releasing that. Those are some tips to working with this. If you want to know more about the Blood Angel card or the Rumi Oracle deck, I recommend you get it, because if you're a fan of Rumi, like I am, he's very much a spiritual philosopher. It's not like a religion in itself, just like Taoism isn't a religion. These are just inspirational, spiritual conversations and writings that he did, but from a philosopher perspective. And they're really nice to read. So I hope this was helpful. And let me know if you have any other questions so that I can go delve deeper, because I can go so many directions every time I make a video. I'm never sure which direction to go. So I'm happy to have your guidance on where you would like to be directed.